Melissa TV presents in 3, 2, 1. Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
Here we are at the beginning of the holiday break, and I'm sure parents are already wondering, what are some of the fun things that they can be doing with their kids while they're on vacation? So this week on Dateline Schools, we're taking a look at one local suggestion. We're visiting the Knowlton Ice Museum in downtown Port Huron. And to tell us all about it, my special guest is the director of the museum, Melissa Davis. And Melissa, this museum seems to be one of the less little-known treasures that we have here in Port Huron. What's the main focus of the Knowlton Ice Museum?
Well, it depicts the natural ice harvesting era of long ago, and which a lot of people don't realize that we had a huge natural ice harvesting industry here in this area with all our waterways.
And I imagine for a lot of kids thinking, why would we be harvesting ice? I mean, there was a real major purpose for that.
Yes, we don't realize it, but we used ice in hospitals, we used ice in our homes. The local markets used ice to keep meat and fish cold. We used to transport food, meat and vegetables to Detroit. All the farmers used to load up meat and vegetables on the railroad, and they used to dump ice on top of the meat and vegetables and ship it down to Detroit or wherever. And we used to cut ice and send it all over the nation.
How big of an industry was that, and how big of an industry was it here in Port Huron specifically?
I've read that it was one of the top 10 largest industries in the nation around 1880. I've also read that it was the second largest industry in the nation. And Port Huron with Lake Huron, St. Clair River, Black River, all our lakes and ponds in Michigan, they used to harvest a lot of ice and send it all over. Every lake, pond, and river was dotted with ice houses at one time in our area.
And obviously that would make it a major employer here.
Yes, it was. A lot of the farmers would, that's what they do in the wintertime. They'd harvest ice. They'd go to an ice harvest, and a lot of the harvest would take about 2 weeks to fill an ice house, and then they'd move on to the next one.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.